All right. Hi, guys. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough for number 58. Some people had asked about, excuse me, this one from the homework. So I'm going to do a brief walkthrough of it here to help explain it. So I've got, it's not the exact wording of the problem, but because I didn't look like writing it all down, but I've got the gist of what each part is for number 58 here. So A was, tells us to prepare an activity series for the halogens using these two equations. Okay, so the halogens on our periodic table are these right here, the 17, 7A. These are the halogens, okay? So if we look and see what we have here, we've got, in the first one, we've got bromine, Br2, combining with sodium iodide, right? And it produces sodium bromide and iodine. So what's happening is the bromine is taking the place of the iodine, right? What this tells us from the first part here is that bromine is more reactive than iodine because the more reactive one will end up in the compound. So bromine is more reactive than iodine. Okay, that's what the first one tells us. Now the second one down here, okay, we've got Cl2 and we've got sodium bromide. And as you can see, it switches. So what this tells us is chlorine is more reactive. Chlorine is more reactive than bromine, right? Okay, so what we have, if we put these together, is chlorine is more reactive than bromine, which is more reactive than iodine. Okay, so if we're looking at an activity series, if we're putting the most reactive at the top, it would look something like this. Okay. Okay. So, part B. Relate the positions of halogens in the periodic table to their locations in the activity series that we just made. So if we look, most reactive, least reactive, right? Okay, something here. So we've got chlorine, bromine, iodine, most reactive to least reactive. Look on the periodic table. Chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so positions of halogens in the periodic table to their locations in the activity series. They are the same. The higher up on the periodic table, the more reactive the halogen the higher up in the periodic table, the more reactive the halogen. There we go. Oops, sorry. Okay. C. Predict if a reaction will or will not occur when the following are mixed. So they give us two different things here. So the first one is chlorine and potassium iodide. So you're just treating this just like you would the metallic activity series. Okay. you're comparing the two. So here we're comparing chlorine and iodine. We're seeing which one is more reactive. The more reactive one will end up in the compound. Okay, so chlorine is more reactive than iodine, right? So this reaction will occur. So if you just want to put reaction will occur, you could also finish it. So you would end up with potassium chloride, right, plus iodine, like that. So the reaction will occur. Let's look at the second one. Bromine and lithium chloride. So bromine and the chlorine. So if we look, chlorine is more reactive than the bromine. So the chlorine's already in the compound. So this would be no reaction. Reaction would not occur. Okay. All right. Hopefully that helps. And that makes sense. If you guys have other questions or need help on anything, let me know. All right.